Welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. With the latest news and fantasy football insights are your hosts, Howie and Will.
And here we are. Welcome to the Fantasy Tailgate podcast, just with Howie and Will. Damn it, I was so close.
What's up, guys? You almost had it that time. So close.
I almost did. Another couple of weeks, I might have it, and then I'll retire.
You'll get there one of these days.
Oh, so how's the week been for you?
Pretty same old, honestly.
Yeah.
What about you?
It's been hectic. A lot of doctor's appointments. Yeah. Okay, maybe 2 doctor's appointments. But for me, that's a lot.
Still more than 0.
It's 2 different kids. Well,
yeah.
They shared the same mommy, though, at the same time, though. The twins.
I was like, wait, what?
Well, I took Dana in on Monday, and then Izzy I took to her appointment yesterday for the big appointment. So, which means I got a lot of work to do now. So it's been not too bad. I am going to be starting a job on Friday, no matter what.
Congrats.
Yeah, well, I'm going for another interview tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. If it's better, I'm going to take that job. So, finally getting some more offers. So,
nice.
We'll see. So a quick thing. Did you hear about the brawl at Steelers camp, either today or yesterday?
At Steelers camp? No, I did not.
So apparently there was a brawl over the offensive lineman protecting, not Russell Wilson, the other quarterback, Justin Fields.
Oh, the starter, Justin Fields?
Yeah, I'm pretty. He might be the starter. That's what it's sounding like. It sounds because Russell Wilson has a calf injury, and he might happen to him like what happened to him when he was a rookie, and he overstepped the guy that we paid a lot of money for, Matt Flynn.
Yeah,
to get the job because Matt Flynn was injured.
It'll be interesting in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, well, Pittsburgh has nothing to lose if they have to cut Wilson. I mean, or they have nothing to lose to keep him as a backup either.
A ton of money.
Denver's
still doing that for him.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's karma, Denver. Whatever. But yeah, that's what I was hearing. I mean, but then I am hearing that Wilson is back is practicing now. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. I would imagine if as long as he's healthy, he's probably the starter.
Yeah. But the scuffle was when the defensive guys broke through and hit Justin Fields harder than he should have, and the offensive lineman got offended by that, and so there was a big old scuffle and a fight over it. Offensive line really likes Justin Fields. I mean, or he's just saying, this is my quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good sign for him.
Yeah. Well, he's got passion about his quarterback.
True. It could just be a general thing.
Yeah. And just, anywho. So, we're ready for the news and camp reports.
News and notes from around the NFL.
All right. The first thing I got is DJ Moore reached an agreement for a 4-year, $110 million extension. That includes almost all of it is guaranteed. Good for you, DJ Moore.
Yeah, that's crazy. $82.6 million guaranteed.
Yeah. That's good for you. And I believe
good news for Caleb Williams, getting them a target long term.
Yep. Yeah, it's in another person who got money is Jordan Love with the Packers. He can now practice.
Yeah, now the highest paid quarterback, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love is now the highest paid quarterback. How is that possible? I mean, I'm sorry. I thought he did good last year.
$220 million over 4 years.
I don't think he did better than Patrick Mahomes or anybody else. But then again, that's just me.
Well, no, but Mahomes also signed a couple of years ago. So
yeah. So yeah, whatever. Okay, Jordan Love, yeah, newest Packer guy to make a lot of money. So and then you got Jamar Chase,
3 quarterbacks in a row.
Yep. Oh gosh, can you imagine that if they keep doing that? I mean, that franchise just keeps pumping out Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I mean,
something about that organization, like I don't know what's going on, but so far so good.
They drink the yellow snow.
Oh, gross.
Sorry. We're recording at night now, so you get a different Howie.
Yeah, I
so
still have coffee.
And you're still drinking coffee. Jamar Chase is present at practice, but not participating for the second straight day.
So can you just show up to practice and not do anything and not get fined? Like, is that his loophole?
I don't know. I think he got still. I don't know. I'm not sure how that rule works. I mean, I would think if
technically he's there.
He's there. You're just not doing anything, and they can't force you to work out. That's what I'm thinking.
That's true.
It's like they can't. You do it.
I'm sure they'll come up with something before the season starts.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're not going to let him go anywhere.
Didn't they give a new contract to T. Higgins? Or did he just sign
signed them under the franchise tag?
Franchise tag. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I'd hate
and
to
they
see
let Joe Mixon go, so I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. I'd hate to see them lose Jamar Chase. But whatever.
I can't imagine they're going to let him go.
Oh, no, they should not. I mean, he's one of their best wide receivers. So, anyways.
This is their best player.
Okay, now to the Kirk Rivers front. Kirk Cousins has been medically cleared.
Kirk Cousins for everybody that missed that inside joke.
Kirk Cousins has been medically cleared from his torn Achilles. His torn Brad Pitts.
Yeah. Is that a Troy reference?
Yes, it is. Because Brad Pitt played Achilles.
I applaud you, sir. I applaud you.
You gotta get my hands in there. Hey. Oh, man.
Speaking of Achilles, Aaron Rodgers unlikely to play in the preseason. Yeah, I could have told you that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why would they play him anyways? Even without the Achilles. I mean,
he's Aaron Rodgers, healthy. Like, he's not playing preseason.
Oh, no. It's like, he's going to be your quarterback. As long as he's getting his reps.
It's not like he's in competition.
Yeah, it's like, just make him hold the flag. I mean, come on.
Let's go old school back in the day and just be like the dude that holds the ball for the field goal kicker.
Yeah. Laces in.
Laces out, Aaron.
Why does it always go to Pet Detective?
Because it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
That's true. And Marino's in it. Oh, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dolphin. It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Oh yeah, I forgot he gets in a fight with the mascot at the end of it.
Yes. Great movie. Speaking of Eagles, Eagles rookie running back Will Shipley has been getting first team reps in the red zone.
Okay. I mean, Saquon can't do everything in practice.
Well, I mean, that just shows that they're going to try to break it up, like a lot of the other teams are doing. Like you have
yeah.
a team
they
of running
probably feel
backs.
pretty good about Shipley, so they're trying to get him out there and get the reps under his belt. Yeah, just in case.
For some reason, Shea Khan doesn't take it to the house to begin with. They'll put him in there to finish the job.
Yeah, so, I mean, deep leagues might be a good, okay flex option, or best ball leagues.
Well, if he's also getting the first team reps and he's going to be the backup, I mean, especially if you have the deep leagues, put him on there if you have Saquon. I keep calling him Shea Khan.
Yeah. Saquon? Are you Sean Connery?
Sean Connery. Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred.
I think everybody can do a Sean Connery impersonation.
Yeah, it's not a difficult one, but to get it right, I feel like it's an art.
Yes. All right. So,
I'm not saying mine was at all.
Oh, I'm not. I wasn't even close. I can't even impersonate myself. So, Tyler Algier is going to have a big role. And at certain points in the season, we are going to be leaning on him. Falcons OC. That's hype.
Can you remind me one time if that's running back or wide receiver?
I think he might be one of the running backs.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I just threw it in there because it's hype.
Oh, yeah. Well, and if he is a running back, Bijan's going to eat most of it. So.
Oh, yeah. Bijan will be getting most of it.
What role could he have?
Yeah. You don't have a big role, maybe blocking for Bijan.
Yeah, he is the second behind Bijan.
Yeah.
That's confirmed.
All right. Oh, it looks like Tua signed a 4-year $212.4 million extension. Is that right?
Yeah, 212.4 over 4 years. So
Okay.
a little behind what Jordan Love got.
Okay. No, I missed that.
The Rams are giving Stafford. So this year they're giving him an extra $5 million, and then next year they're giving him a $4 million guaranteed roster bonus for next year. So just kind of restructured his contract a little bit, just because he's probably not got that much longer.
Right. I'd like to see Stafford maybe win another one if the Seahawks can't win.
Yeah, I don't know about the Rams are going to be that team in the near future.
Yeah, that's true. But he does have some weapons on it.
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know, man.
You got Cup and Puka.
Yeah, and then you got Kyron, and I think they just got a pretty good rookie running back, too.
Yeah, they do.
His name's escaping me right now.
Its name's escaping me. I'll have to look that up.
Was that Blake Corum?
Blake Corum. I don't know.
Yes, it was Blake Corum.
Okay. Oh. I mentioned fighting at the Steelers camp. Looks like Michael Pittman's been fighting at his camp. I guess it's becoming a yearly tradition.
Yeah, and from the sounds of it, he had a couple fighting incidents last year, too. So, seeming to be like Michael Pittman just likes fighting his defense.
Hey, why not? Keep his defense honest.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Now's the time to do it. Don't fight your own team during the season.
Well, this is interesting. Bills wide receiver Mac Hollins never wears shoes. Doesn't use his utensils. Thinks small cats can steal your soul. No veggies for 3 years?
Yep. And doesn't cut his hair.
Where did get this guy from? A cave?
Yeah, I apparently like his view on shoes is they are a tool for protection, and like obviously he wears cleats because he has to, but like other than that, like no, he just doesn't wear shoes. He's just barefoot everywhere. And then like his hands, he says like they let you know everything you need to know. If it's too hot, your hands can feel it, and it makes you wash your hands more because you're like, oh, I'm about to eat, I should wash my hands.
Oh,
Like I get it. What also like use a fork, man.
you can use a fork to comb your hair then.
Little Mermaid style.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, how does he do it in the wintertime?
Yeah,
Does he just not go
he's
anywhere?
he's a character. Just eats with his hands, man.
Well, but if he never wears shoes, what about winter when it snows?
Well, I mean, he says shoes are tools, so obviously if it's too cold, he's going to put a tool over his foot to make it okay. But given the choice, he's not wearing shoes.
I could see not eating vegetables.
Yeah, that would be pretty easy to do. You know, some vegetables I can talk, I swear. Some are pretty good.
I do like vegetables. I do eat them when I can. If they're prepared a certain way, they're all delicious. Like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, obviously prepared wrong, they're going to taste like crap.
All right. Is there any more in the news?
Not that I have. I think that was it.
Nothing about the Seattle Seahawks. I saw they're pretty quiet.
They're usually pretty quiet in the off season. Last few years, I feel like I don't make a whole lot of splashes.
All right. So our next segment that we're going to transition into, and we might want to try to find a drop for this one too, eventually. Or,
oh, yeah.
I don't know. We're going to break down that.
We have one.
Ooh, okay. We're going to take a look at the. We're going to take a look at the NFC South. I think we're going to start with the Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons.
So, let's see. How do we want to do? Do we just want to talk about the roster?
Yeah. I also wrote down. So in my notes, I have what their projected win total was for last year, what they actually finished at, and I also have their projected win total for this year and strength of schedule. If you want to touch on any of those.
All right, I can probably let you start talking about that.
Okay. So, started on the Falcons, yes?
Yes, we're going to start with the Falcons.
Okay, so last year they had a projected win total of 8. They got just under that. They finished the year at 7-10. What do you think their win total is for this year, Howard?
What they're predicting, or what do I think?
Yeah, so it's basically the Vegas over/under on win total. How many wins?
I'd say maybe they'd be closer to 500, maybe 9-8,
9.5. So
9.5,
pretty much right on.
So they're going to have a tie with somebody.
Yeah, and well, that's just the Vegas odds. How they do. They always do half games and stuff.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, and then they also have pretty much the easiest strength of schedule in the entire NFL.
Oh man. Philip Cousins is going to have one hell of a year.
Yeah, as long as his Brad Pitt holds up decently. Yeah, so Kirk Rivers, he should have a good season as long as his Achilles stays healthy.
If Brad Pitt stays healthy. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. Uh-oh. We lose you there for a second?
I know how to drink things, I swear. Sorry. Yeah, I just almost died.
It
I
went down
choked
the
on
wrong
my
tube.
drink. Sorry. Oh. Oh, always. I don't think I ever properly learned how to drink.
All right, so they have 9.5, so they are going to have a little better year. They do have Drake London, and this is his what, for second year or no, third year?
I think it's his third year.
Third year, yeah. They got Drake London. They got what's the other wide receivers they got? I don't really
Their
see.
number 2 right now looks like Darnell Mooney.
Darnell Mooney. Okay, he's not that bad. Rondell Moore's had
Uh,
some.
Rondell Moore, Ray-May McLeod.
James Washington.
Really, their number 2 is Kyle Pitts.
Okay, yeah, the tight end. That's hopefully he can catch the ball.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he can get worked into the system now that they have a pretty much new coaching staff. Like they changed everybody, didn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
So right now, Kirk Cousins is going around like quarterback 18 in drafts. Bijan's pretty much the second running back in drafts. Drake London's going about the 13th wide receiver. Kyle Pitts is around the 7th tight end. So they got some. They should be a really good offense this year.
And they have a wild card at kicker Young Ho Koo.
Yeah, if you play with kickers still. I know we do, and if most of our leagues, I feel like.
Oh, I in the maximum effort, I drafted a kicker the first year, and I have not let him go since. And that was
I could not tell you who my kicker is because I just pick him up as I need him.
I can't remember. I'm spacing on his name, but he's the kicker for the Baltimore Ravens. One of the best kickers in the
Justin
league.
Tucker.
Yes, that is him, Tucker himself.
Yep.
All tuckered out. I'm sorry.
Damn it, Howard.
I have a lot to expend today.
Oh, man.
So, okay, let's see. Running backs, they have Bijan Robinson. You know, honestly, I'm glad I found his name before I said it, because I was going to call him Charbonnet, and that's a totally different team.
Yeah, that's the Seahawks, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Oh, Tyler Algier is the running back. That answers that question.
Yes.
And then you got,
pretty much it.
And then you got the battle for the quarterback spot. Kirk Cousins versus Michael Penix Jr.
I don't think it's really a battle. It's just a matter of injury.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can Kirk Cousins hold up?
So, fairly high hopes for Kirk Cousins being the quarterback. Do you still have the same feeling on Bijan, Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts if Cousins goes out and Penix steps in?
I would say for the wide receivers, yes. Penix can throw the ball a long ways. So the wide receivers are going to get a bunch of stuff. Not sure about the running backs. The tight end will get the stuff too. We've already established that he's basically one of their tight ends. Running backs,
or their receivers. Well, and tight ends are very rookie quarterbacks favor the tight end quite a bit, and they also favor the running back because they can just dump it off to him too. So
yes.
I think Kyle Pitts and Bijan would be okay. I'd be a little worried. Drake London probably still get his. I'm already worried about Darnell Mooney. I'm probably not drafting him, but he'd be totally gone off my book.
Yes. Yeah. I can see it that way too. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think Kirk Cousins will hold up. He's been pretty healthy most of his career.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine too.
All right. Anything else you want to say about the Atlanta Falcons?
Just their thought we'd kind of go over their first 4 weeks of their schedule to see how they start the season a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's
they're
fine.
at home against Pittsburgh, in Philadelphia, and then at home against Kansas City and at home against the Saints. So
Ooh. I could actually see that going at least
could
1
be a
and
tough
4
weeks.
Yeah, I'd say 1 and 4, maybe 0 and 4. But the 0 and 4 parts is just me
really
being
the Saints one.
my 0 and 4 started just me based on me thinking the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be an awesome team with Russell Wilson at the helm.
And you could be right.
So, anything else?
No, I think that was it for them. We'll move on to the next one.
We'll move on to the Carolina Panthers. This might be a quick one.
Yeah, I think this is going to be real quick. Okay, so the Carolina Panthers last year had a projected win total of 7.5. They missed it by a lot. They finished 2-15 because they suck. This year, they're projected to get a couple more than 2, but you got any idea how many they're projected for this year, Howard?
4? 5?
Ooh. 5.5 right now, according to Vegas.
Oh, I'm missing by a half.
Yeah, and I'm just going to throw it out there right now instead of going over each one of them. All 4 teams in this division have a top 5 easiest strength of schedule. So this whole division, the NFL just said, you guys suck. Take it easy this year.
They have literally almost nobody for wide receiver. The only name that jumps out at me is Adam Thielen, old man. That's for you, Mike.
So there is Adam Thielen. Deontay Johnson actually slots in as the number 1 right now, I believe.
Oh, I missed him. Okay. Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, and then they also drafted rookie Xavier Legette.
Oh, okay.
And then they also have rookie running back Jonathan Brooks, who I think is going to start kind of injured. So Chuba Hubbard could see some work at the beginning until Jonathan Brooks gets healthy, and then I think he's going to end up taking over as the dominant one in Carolina.
So I think Chuba Hubbard will be up there to start with.
Yeah, I think he's being, for if Jonathan Brooks isn't healthy, I think Chuba Hubbard's being underdrafted right now, personal opinion, just because he's going to start, I think, pretty good. But I don't think you're going to get all year out of him because Brooks will be healthy at some point.
Okay. Yeah, do they still have Miles Sanders?
They do, but he's pretty much being left for dead right now. And then they do have I don't know if he's a rookie or not, but Jatavian Sanders, a tight end, kind of a sleeper pick to watch out for. But other than that, I think that's all I would be looking at for this team.
Oh, they got a lot of wide tight ends on this list. I'm using NFL.com for their team profiles. So they're for their team rosters.
Okay.
And some of these are actually kind of off, I think.
Oh, and yes, Jatavian Sanders, the tight end I mentioned, he was a 4th round pick in this year's draft. So he's a rookie.
Oh, okay.
So they'll probably be trying to get him on the field a little bit. Plus, I don't know who Tommy Trimble is.
That's actually somebody that you can possibly in a dynasty league, somebody you could target and put on your bench and see how he turns out.
The tight end.
Yeah. Because tight ends don't usually pop right away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, rookie tight ends never do hardly anything.
Sometimes it takes a couple years for them to get going.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
I mean, Kyle Pitts is still waiting to get going. So.
And see their quarterbacks. They don't have anybody. I mean, I think Johnny Hecker might be a better quarterback than the ones they got.
I mean, it's going to be Bryce Young, but we'll see if he can bounce back in year 2 or if he's just not great.
Yeah, they got Jack Plummer. Is he related to Jake Plummer?
What?
There's a Jack Plummer here.
Well, he's a rookie.
He's a rookie.
Huh. I think Jake Plummer was Plumber, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And this guy's Ummer.
Yeah. or is Jack Plummer going to be one of those guys that just Tom Brady's it, or Joe Montana hits? No one knows who he is until he actually takes the field, and then all of a sudden he's the best quarterback in the world.
Yeah, who knows?
You got to wonder about these no-name guys.
Just takes over for Bryce Young.
I was like, no one knew who Tom Brady was when he took over for Bledsoe.
No, well, that was a different time too.
That was a different time, though. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Oh, and the Panthers start their season in New Orleans at home against the Chargers, in Vegas for the Raiders, and then at home against the Bengals.
They have a chance to go 2-2 in that.
So not a great start.
No. But they have a chance to go 2-2.
Maybe.
I mean, the Raiders.
Yeah. I mean, they also have a chance to go 4-0, Howard.
That's true, too. Every team has a chance to do that. Very slim chance. Some
so
teams.
You're saying there's a chance.
Yes. Oh, Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, so good.
Yep.
Apparently, I'm just like Jim Carrey. Tom, where the hell was I getting that from? Jim Carrey heavy today.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was Ace Ventura. Damn.
And Dumb and Dumber.
And Dumb and Dumber, yeah. Let's put a shrimp on the Barbie. Which he says, I'm from Austria, and he thinks it's
like
Australia.
So offensive, too. Completely wrong.
Yes. Oh, man. So is there anything else about the Panthers we want to talk about?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, and if you're Panther fans out there, I'm sorry. Your team sucks.
You know what you're going through already. We don't have to point it out to you guys.
You get your owners to spend some money on people. Do something different.
Get a quarterback.
All right, what do you want to do? The Tampon Bay Buccaneers or the New Orleans Aints?
Let's do the Bucks. Why not?
All right.
So last year they were there's a fly in my kitchen. Sorry. Last year Vegas predicted them to get out around 6.5, and they went 9-8. This year, any guesses, Howard?
This year? Ooh. Without looking at anything yet.
With Baker Mayfield again.
Oh.
I mean, they're basically the same team. They brought back the running back. They brought back the wide receivers.
I'd say they can probably improve and maybe get to 10 wins and maybe make the playoffs. I don't know.
Well, Vegas says 7.5.
Damn, they're not giving them any chances.
No, and they start the season. We'll just do this now. They start at home against the Commanders. They go on the road against Detroit, and then have 2 more games against the Broncos and Eagles, both at home. So they could go 2-2.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the season too. You never know what happens. You never know how teams are going to come out.
Oh yeah,
it's that first part of the season is just
Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was pretty good last year. Like if he can keep that up,
yes, he was.
You still have Mike Evans. Chris Godwin probably still has something left.
Baker Mayfield.
Rashad White. I mean, he's he's a top 15 running back in most people's eyes right now. So
Mayfield gets a bad rap because he was on a bad team.
oh yeah, that's Cleveland's fault, not his.
Yeah. And it's like, and Cleveland did him dirty by just straight up, oh yeah, you're our franchise quarterback, but we don't want you no more. We're gonna pay a ton of money.
We're gonna trade for this other guy that's worse than you are.
That hasn't played in 2 years and is in legal trouble.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah. Good call, Cleveland. You guys run a really good football team. Not.
There's a reason why you're the second Cleveland team in the history of NFL, because the first one wanted out of there.
Well, yeah. Yep, but they brought him back.
Yep. So, okay.
Are you excited for anybody on this team? Like, are you aiming to draft anybody, or are you just like, is there anybody you'd be happy to settle with? Anybody you're ignoring from this team?
And late picks may be either Godwin or Evans, if you can get them at a value.
Yeah, I think I might be kind of out on Godwin. I'd be okay with Evans. Right now, he's around like wide receiver 15-ish, somewhere in that little range. So I'd be okay if he was like my wide receiver 3.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know how I'd feel about him as my wide receiver 2.
Rashad White, I might want to take a... He's their number one running back, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd be okay taking him as my my running back 2, definitely my running back 3, but maybe even my running back 2. Because really, there's nobody else behind him either. I got a rookie in Bucky Irving. And then Chase Edmonds is apparently still on the roster.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about a lot of people on this team. Like, I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I think this is one of those teams, like, I feel like I'd be settling if I grabbed any one of these people, but I'd still be okay with it, but I'm not, like, aiming for them.
Yeah. Baker Mayfield, I think I would be a backup quarterback, a streamer.
Yeah, if I'm in, like, a 2 QB league, like, I'd be okay with QB 2 for him, but yeah, I don't really want to start him if I don't have to.
Yeah, other than that, I don't know. Yeah, fantasy-wise, I would not.
There's not a whole lot left on that team.
No. I mean, Godwin, I have him on a couple
whole division
of my...
as a whole isn't the greatest.
No. We didn't pick a very good one, did we?
Well, whatever. We're easing into it.
Yes. Pick some gimmies. No, Chris Godwin I have on several of my dynasty teams, so I keep him on my roster because when he gets hot, he's hot for a few weeks, and I can rely on him on a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah. I think he's a decent flex option if necessary. I feel like
a flex shop.
Apparently, I'm getting the like Howard tongue-tiedness tonight. So sorry, guys.
This is the PM version, so
usually it's only one of us, not both.
I know. All right, so I guess we
Tailgate uncut.
So I guess we can probably move on to the Aints.
Yeah, that's kind of what they are, except for a couple people.
Oh yeah, Taysom Hill, baby, all the way.
So last year, I'll be mentioning them. Don't worry. So last year, Vegas had them at 9.5. They finished 9-8. And this year, they have them the same as the Bucks, so 7.5 on that one too.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I didn't make you guess that one, Howard.
I guess 7.5. I got it right.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Right they start the season home against the Panthers on the road against the Cowboys, at home against the Eagles, and then back on the road against Atlanta. That is their first 4 weeks.
Okay. Can you repeat those 4 again?
So week 1, they are at home against the Carolina Panthers. Then they go on the road to Dallas for the Cowboys. At home again to face the Eagles, and then back on the road for the Falcons. So a couple division games right away, first 4 weeks of the season.
2-2. They're going to tie the Carolina Panthers. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they can probably beat the Panthers. So there's 1 win. And yeah, I'd say 1-3.
1-3, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Remember, there still is ties in football.
That's true. They just don't happen super often.
Oh my goodness.
Anybody you excited for on this team?
Oh yeah, quarterback Natalie Portman. Nathan Peterman.
I'm sorry, what now?
Nathan Peterman, quarterback. I glanced at his name and for some reason I thought it said Natalie Portman.
Where are you even seeing Nathan Peterman?
Under quarterbacks.
For what team?
For the Saints. There's Chase Taysom Hill.
They don't have Nathan Peterman.
Oh. Okay, what
I have Derek Carr, Jake Haener, Spencer Rattler, and Taysom Hill according to ESPN.
Oh, okay. Well, this is NFL.com and they have Nathan Peterman in here.
Okay. My bad.
I think I'm going to have to use ESPN next time. Because apparently the NFL just doesn't suck at the fantasy website. It's their regular website sucks too.
Well, and according to the New Orleans Saints website, it's Derek Carr, Taysom Hill, and Jake Haener.
Okay. I'm not excited for any of those quarterbacks either way.
As a quarterback, no.
Taysom Hill as a tight end or a wide receiver, yes.
I would be okay taking Taysom Hill and another late round tight end just to play kind of the streaming matchup thing with Taysom Hill.
Yes.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I'd probably be willing to try it.
What do you think about Kendre Miller, the running back?
I don't know. I'm more excited for him for next year, probably.
Okay.
Because, I mean, Kamara's still going to be the dude.
Oh, that's right. He's there.
So Kendre might get some of the third down work and like goal line stuff, so that may be kind of good. Best ball or like if you got 2 flexes, maybe throw him in there.
Right.
But I think Kamara's going to get most of the work.
Okay.
And I think Kamara will probably be at least be a top 24, if not just edging into that like top running back 1 conversation at the end of the year.
Okay. Sounds good. Any of that?
And of course, there's Chris Olave.
Oh, Chris Olave is actually good. Yes, I would probably go after him.
I think he's a top 12 guy.
Yeah, and I think he did pretty good even with David Carr or whatever Carr is driving on the field that day.
Derek Carr?
Derek Carr, yes.
Carr came out of retirement?
Yes. I always get those two mixed up, the two brothers. So, let's see. Chris Olave, yeah, they don't really have a lot of... Hey, they have a rookie named Bub Means as a wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, wide receiver. I see that.
Bub.
Yeah, they have Jawan Johnson. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed. Oh, sorry, that was a tight end, Jawan Johnson, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, when Rashid Shaheed as your number 2 wide receiver, like it's not looking good for you.
Yeah, Jermaine Jackson. He's kind of old to be playing football, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so far down the depth chart too.
Yeah.
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 And probably was that a Jackson 5 reference, Howard?
Yes.
God damn it. That one took a minute.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh.
Okay, so who wins this
Andy's
division?
a rookie. Yeah, definitely not the same dude.
No. So who wins this division?
Oh, God. I don't. None of them. No, I'm going to. Screw it. I'm going to say the Falcons.
I think I'm gonna go with the Falcons too. I think Kirk Cousins is enough to get them over the edge.
Yeah.
And to get them into the playoffs.
I think Falcons, Bucks, Saints, Panthers.
Falcons, Bucks, Saints. Yes, I think so. All right.
But yeah, none of these teams are very good.
All righty. And that is the NFC South.
Yes.
Hey, do we want to cover the AFC South next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get their other conference counterpart there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay with that.
Kind of still stay away from some of the teams we kind of covered on other things.
Yeah, try to split it up a little bit.
Let's see. We still have a few more minutes.
Just as a little reminder for people, next week AFC South will be the Texans, Jaguars, Colts, and Titans. For some reason, both South divisions aren't very good.
Well, except for the Texans might be really good.
Well, yes. The rest of it, I don't know. Jags, maybe. It'll be an interesting one. We'll find out next week.
Yes, we will. I mean, we still got a few more minutes. I'm going to talk about the Maximum Effort League. Do a little league talk here. As a trade, a question for you, advice. On a trade, would you trade Austin Eckler for, God damn it, what's his name? I just drew a blank. DeAndre Hopkins. Straight across. Nothing else.
Trade one more time.
Austin Eckler, DeAndre Hopkins.
This is Dynasty.
Eckler
for I would rather have Eckler.
Okay. That's what I was leaning to.
Okay. And then I have a trade that was, I think I sent a trade and this was a rebuttal, but I already know my answer and what I did, but I want to hear your side of it. I would be sending away Trey McBride and getting TJ Hawkinson, the 210 in our rookie draft this year, and a second round pick in next year's draft.
So you'd be getting 2 draft picks?
I'd be getting a late second this year. I don't know where the second will be next year. And TJ Hawkinson for Trey McBride.
Oh. Depends on how much you like Trey McBride.
I just want to get your opinion. I already made my decision. So you'll find out how I feel about Trey McBride after I get your opinion.
And what other tight ends do you got?
Yeah, it's a tough one, huh? Let's see here. Let's check these real quick. So I have Darren Waller, who needs to be off my team because he retired. I also have Jake Ferguson and Kyle Pitts.
Ooh, you'd have to lean on Kyle Pitts if you did.
Yeah, which is scary.
It's scary, but I would think that Kyle Pitts might do better with Kirk Cousins at the helm.
Yeah, good.
He has a legitimate quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, I would take the chance and take the draft picks. But
Well, I
that's
believe
just
in
me.
Trey McBride, so I kept Trey McBride.
Okay. So yeah.
Because I don't believe in Kyle Pitts, and I do believe in Trey McBride. So
Okay.
with Hawkinson and JJ McCarthy maybe, and I'm not down for that. That was my thinking anyway.
It's you said the 210. Sounds like it was the same exact person who sent me that trade.
210 this year, and then whatever his second round pick would be next year.
Sounds like the same person that dealt me my deal or sent my trade deal.
Probably. Yeah, it wasn't a bad trade. I don't have that much trust in Pitts, and I really like McBride. So sorry, man.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna deny my beat just because I do like Austin Eckler, and I really think that he might have a bounce back year. So yeah.
Well, I think even past this year, I think Eckler could still have a couple more years. The Hopkins, I think, might be on his way out.
Yeah,
I think so, but
I'd say
we'll see this year how him and Ridley do.
For straight across, yeah, I think I'm going to say no.
Yeah, if there was like a second round pick in there, okay, maybe.
You just on the air trade proposal decline. You guys heard it first. Denied. Anyways. All right.
I did send I sent a trade to somebody, but they haven't responded yet. Zach, if you're listening, check your trades, fool.
I don't think Zach listens.
Probably not. He'll probably reject the trade anyway.
I'll throw it out at him. He's kind of got a girlfriend now, and he took me out for my birthday Thursday night and took me to see a movie. So,
oh, nice.
We saw Deadpool.
Cool. Oh, nice. We saw that the other night.
Awesome movie. Awesome.
I was not disappointed.
Oh gosh. Unbelievable. That's I want to see it again now. But
yeah, this is not a movie review podcast.
Yep. Nope, that's not. Sorry guys. Deadpool's awesome. So anyways, I think
that was pretty good.
I think we covered everything that we can. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching us and listening to us, and at least this might be
like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, YouTube, whatever, go in that platform stuff and just get us recognized.
Yeah, and all that stuff. Check our socials. Throw us questions, comments, please. For first people who leaves questions and stuff, you guys are going to get on the air. I mean, we'll air the questions and we'll answer them. I mean, get us going, give us more stuff to do. It's like, always give us ideas.
Yeah. If you want to hear different segments, just make suggestions.
All right. So without further ado, give me a second. I got to charge up here. Thank you for listening
here we go.
to the Fantasy Tailgate podcast with Howie and Will.
Woo!
And it's good.
Good job.
But that was from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, well, it's a gimme.
See you guys later.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate like, comment, and subscribe to help us continue to grow. Also, follow us on our socials and join us again next time.